Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Mars and Aries. Before I get into what it means to have Mars and Aries in your natal chart, I wanted to talk about what the Mars energy represents. So, Mars energy is your divine masculine energy. It shows how you take action on things, what motivates you in life. It shows what you're sexually aroused by, and it also shows the kind of temperament that you have. Mars is at home when it's in the sign of Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a masculine energy and it's a fire sign. Mars is fire energy. Aries is the kind of energy that's very impatient, it's very quick moving, and it could be very explosive energy. Mars represents war. It's the god of war. That's what Aries is. Aries is the kind of sign that has a lot of energy. It has to be on the go. It's always on the move, and it's always very driven, very passionate kind of energy. So when somebody has Mars and Aries in their natal chart, these people have a lot of drive and a lot of energy to expel from their bodies. And if they're not being productive, a Mars and Aries person is going to get pretty frustrated. Having an active lifestyle is very important for Mars and Aries. Them putting their energy into productive things can help them get a lot of things done in their life. And like I said earlier, if they aren't doing anything productive, Mars and Aries will get super frustrated, and they will either waste their energy doing unnecessary things, and a lot of the times if they don't have much to do, they'll find something to do, and at that point, if they're frustrated, they could find themselves getting themselves into a lot of trouble because they just want to start up something. That's how Aries is. Aries, they like excitement in their life. So when things are too calm and just too dry, a Mars in Aries is going to bring the sparks. A Mars in Aries just likes having lively energy around them. So a lot of the times, either that could be a good thing or a bad thing, because sometimes a Mars in Aries, they could start trouble for themselves because that gives them that lively energy that they're looking for. So that's why it's important that a Mars in Aries find something that they're really passionate on, or even if it's just simple, day-to-day errands that they can do all day. That is what a Mars in Aries needs in order to positively and productively use their energy. This Mars sign is good for anybody that's into sports, dance. They love going to the gym as well. Anything where a Mars and Aries can utilize their physical energy, because Mars is your physical energy that you use to do stuff. That is another great way that a Mars and Aries can productively use their energy. Now we're going to get into how a Mars and Aries person takes action. And a Mars and Aries person, it's really off of first instinct. The minute a Mars and Aries feels like, I want to do this or I want to do that, they just do it. They don't even think about it. They just go head first. They don't even really assess the situation. They just go for it. And, you could look at it as a good or bad thing. It really just depends on the situation. These people are very impulsive with their actions, and these people take a lot of risks. This placement is perfect for risk taking. The fact that Mars in Aries is really great at quick decision making and risk taking, this is why they get so far in life, and this is why they have this sense of adventure about them, and they tend to feel like everything is an adventure for them, and they're always having a lot of fun because they just take chances. And this is also great for business as well. If you're the kind of person that wants to be an entrepreneur and you want to run your own business, this energy is perfect because you know how to take charge of things. Essentially, Aries is the leader, so they're not afraid to put themselves on the front line and just do what they gotta do. This Mars placement is very fearless and very brave, and this is a placement that a lot of people can learn from because they're not afraid to fail. And I feel like a lot of people in society are afraid to take the necessary risks to achieve the kind of lifestyle that they want. And people with Mars and Aries, they're not afraid to take those chances to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve in life. What motivates a Mars and Aries to do what they do in life is they love challenge. That really motivates a Mars and Aries to keep pushing and to keep going. You know, they don't like it when things are too easy. They like to really put in the time and energy to see things through. They also love to explore and they're motivated by new experiences. I kind of think of this energy as like the Dora the Explorer kind of energy because, you know, Dora is always like out on the go. She's always exploring, learning new things, seeing new things, meeting new people. You know, she just has a very active lifestyle. Another thing that motivates a Mars and Aries is adrenaline rush. And that's usually from taking risks because you don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen when you take a risk. And that's what a Mars and Aries lives for. They live for that adrenaline rush that they get from just trying new things and taking chances in certain situations that could be pretty sketchy sometimes, but that's the thing about a Mars and Aries is that they're not afraid to do it. And then another thing is the start of a brand new day, because when you think about it, when you start a new day, every day there's so many possibilities and there's so much to do. And an Aries loves that. They love to know that they have so much to accomplish in the day, and that's what they look forward to. Being in a leadership position is something that motivates the Mars and Aries to be the best that they can be in whatever it is that they're doing. And they like to know that they're a source of inspiration for others around them so they can inspire others to be authentic and inspirational themselves. So basically, they like to be in the position of the person that leads by example. Let's talk about a Mars and Aries temperament. So their temperament could be pretty bad, and there are times where they could get pretty violent with people, and these people are the kind of people who get mad really fast, and their anger comes very unexpectedly. And the worst part about it is like you don't know what these people are going to do because, like I said, they act off of instinct. So if they feel like cursing you out, they're just going to curse you out. If they feel like beating you up, they're just going to beat you up. They're not going to think twice about it. So Mars and Aries, they could be pretty dangerous when they're mad. But I will say the thing about Mars and Aries is that they get over things very fast. These people don't really hold grudges like that. So that's the good thing, but I think it's just when it happens. When their anger sparks, it's just kind of like, oh my God. A Mars and Aries, they could be pretty intense with their anger. They don't have time to really talk about nothing. You know, they don't have time to wait on nothing. Like, you know, they just don't really have time to dance around situations. They're very direct kind of people. So if they have something to say, they're going to say it. If they feel some kind of way, they're going to say it. Like, you know, these people just don't waste no time. Another thing about this Mars sign, when they get mad, like, a lot of the times they could start drama on purpose. Either it's because they're bored and they want some sort of like chaos in their life, or sometimes they just don't give a fuck. If they actually feel some kind of way and they're mad, like, they will initiate the conflict, you know? So Mars and Aries, they don't play no games. So if you know Mars and Aries in your life, be careful, okay? The great thing about Mars and Aries is that these people will protect you if they care about you. And it also really just depends on what their sun sign is. Like, say if a person has a Cancer sun and they have a Mars in Aries. So already as it is, Cancer is already protective of their close friends and family. They already don't play with that. So when they have Mars and Aries in their chart, it's like a double cardinal energy, because Cancer and Aries are cardinal energies. So they're not going to be afraid to step to you if they feel like you're going to harm somebody that they care about. So don't play with those kind of people. Just saying. As I say in every video, always remember to check your aspects, because this is just a general interpretation of the Mars and Aries energy. Say if you have your Mars and Aries aspecting Saturn or Neptune, that could kind of slow down your Mars energy. So, kind of check out your birth chart and see what's aspecting your Mars. Okay, so moving on to sex, because we're talking about Mars, baby. Mars and Aries, they are very sexual people. And the thing about Mars and Aries, though, they're very straight to the point when it comes to sex. They don't have time for foreplay or any kind of intimacy. They just want what they want, and bada bing, bada boom, they're done. Next. That's a Mars and Aries during sex. If you're the kind of person that's into the lovey-dovey stuff, the intimacy, foreplay, then you might not like a Mars and Aries that much. Because remember, Aries is very impatient. They ain't got time for all of that. When they want to get it on, they want to get it on right then and there. And the fun part about Mars and Aries is that they're very spontaneous. So you could do it outside. You could end up doing it in a car. Like, it's just whenever they feel like it, they're going to do it wherever they're at. It don't matter. What sexually arouses a Mars and Aries is danger. Somebody who is the dangerous type. And they're also aroused by the chase. They love challenge. If somebody could challenge them, especially when it comes to sex, they love that. They're aroused by people who could keep up with them, people who have like a spicy flair, like a Mars and Aries. Someone who is dominant. And I would say also somebody who's submissive, because a Mars and Aries person, they're very dominant people as it is, and they like to dominate people. But they also appreciate it if their partner is dominant and could dominate them. That is a turn on. That is all I have on Mars and Aries. I love this energy. It's a beautiful energy, especially when it's evolved. It could do great things, and it could create a lot of success for itself. So if you have this placement, let me know in the comments. And if you guys have any questions, you could comment down below, or you could send me an email. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.